crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Baltimore Ravens and the Buffalo Bills. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Looking downfield, and that's caught right side. He's got his man. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. A big play there. 78 yards. And the Bills have taken the early lead. We thought that may be a quick strike offense this season. That is lightning quick. Not bad for the first drive of the year.
That has to actually exceed expectations, doesn't it? Because most teams want to be a quick strike offense. They want to score as quickly as possible and run a defense into submission. What they have to understand is, while they got it done there, long way to go. Don't get discouraged if you have to run a few more plays on your next drive.
Now a hit and a loose football. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. And careless with a football there on the kick return.
And one thing I love about going to practices is trying to get around coaches and hear their catchphrases and what they really emphasize. We haven't been to a single one yet this year where a guy fielding a kick, you don't hear, tuck it away, tuck it away, tuck it away. And this time, they turned it over.
Ball security eluded him. Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. They'll come out throwing here on first down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, C.J. Mosley.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
Taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
See if they stay on the ground for second down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. Only a yard of the pickup there, and it'll bring up a third down.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up.
Let's go! 3-19!
On third down, Webb. It's caught. Jones. And he takes this one all the way across midfield into enemy territory down to the 40-yard line. And they pick up 25 as they convert on third. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. On 1st and 10, Webb. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it's a second down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Let's go!
And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. With 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
Second and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Now a first down throw. Well, and he's going to go down here. A sack. They push him back to the 34. T.J. Watt coming on the blitz. He gets him for a loss of 7. To throw on second down, here's Webb. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
This defense not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Out of the gun, it's Webb. Completion to Jones. And he'll go down at the 28. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Boy, not what you want to see in quarter 1 of the new year. We'll be back. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, but the net gain, 3 points.
And you're going to have drives like that in this league. Sometimes you just got to take the 3 and move on. Always better than nothing.
And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. And here come the Bills. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give him 18 on that one as the Bills are going to have a first down.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40.
Let's go! Blue, leopard! Leopard! Let's go! Check, no, check,
Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run and try and keep a defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Here we go.
They'll set up to throw. Sheds off the tackle. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go. Look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. The Ravens offense now, they get set to head back on the field. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score.
Hurry up, here we go. Watch it now, Marty. Back it up, here we go.
They go play action here on first down. And he finds a man on a crossing route. The 20, 10, and all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. A big play there. 76 yards. And the Ravens are able to show off their quick strike ability. And he's got it. That cuts the lead. It's now 14-10. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. We have witnessed touchdowns on back-to-back drives. We'll see if the offense can continue this uptick here.
And I know you're looking at me funny. You're wondering when I'm going to get upset watching these guys go up and down field, aren't you?
I wasn't looking at you. I got something in my eye.
That's the excuse that you always use for something like that. Listen, I appreciate good offensive football as much as the next person. When it's played well and is skillful, I'm with it. And right now, this is exciting.
Oh, the defender likes it. Back to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 16 yards there, and the Bills have a first down. This is Cohen. And an alley to run. And now running right through it. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it second and a foot or so. Under a minute to go, clock running, and a back-and-forth first quarter of play.
Let's go.
He'll look to throw. He's going to sling this deep down. It's caught at the 10. And he is taken down deep in Baltimore territory. That one goes for 36 yards. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels.
All right, now look at 56. Here we go now. 56. Green, 39. Green, 39. Watch it now, Barney. Barney. Man, I got you.
Now Cohen. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Looks like the defense in press coverage here.
Detroit! Detroit! Now let's go!
They'll drop to throw. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter.
Well, that was point counterpoint, wasn't it? They decided to throw for it on 1st and goal. Instead, the defense counters with pressure, and the defense wins, getting a big sack.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
Second goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. They'll set up a throw. He's going to wind up and air it out. And a shot taken on 3rd down, unsuccessful. 4th down now. They're going for a receiver there. Already has 1 touchdown in this first half. A second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored one, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful. Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
So after the missed long field goal attempt, this offense set up nicely at the 44-yard line. Now a handoff here to his running back. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
From the gun on 3rd down. Webb finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And they're able to convert on 3rd with a solid gain of 23.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
On first down, it's Webb. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And they do get him down, but not before he reaches the 4-yard line. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. Good first step there defensively, but they're still knocking on the doorstep, so maybe another run here?
I think so. And one of my favorite coaches used to say, son, if you could darn near lay down near the end zone and get in, give me my best power running play with my best back right now.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. Only a yard that time, so now a decision to be made here on 4th and goal. Here's Justin Tucker now for the Raven field goal try. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And the lead is down to 1 now at 14-13. So it's an old-school extra point, but certainly a disappointment that they couldn't get 6.
Yeah, when you see 19-yard field goal in the box score, you kind of shake your head. But their head coach decided 3 was enough.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Back onto the field now comes the Bills offense. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline, they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. A good first down call as the screen play gets him 9.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1.
Let's go.
He'll look to throw. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. 23 yards on the play. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician, Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
They run. This is Cohen. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. 1:59 to go in the first half. Back to Buffalo after this.
Let's go. Watch him now, Barney.
They try again with Cohen. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. 3 yards on the pickup there, and they've got it back to 3rd and 10.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. They'll look to throw here. He's going to let this one go deep. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. A big play there. 42 yards. And the Bills will add on to their lead. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever, there it results in a touchdown. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Past the 20. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. A big play there. 76 yards. And now the Ravens, they're just a 2-point conversion away from tying this up. And this is now a 1-point game. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. And now out come the Bills. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match at a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
On play action, they'll throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. And it popped slips free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
Well, I guess we just discovered that someone is certainly not going to sit back and just take it in this game, huh?
No, they were trying to get that touchdown back in one shot.
One shot, trying to help out his defense and let the other team know they were coming after him.
Now they'll run it with Cohen. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark it down at the 39. 14 yards, and the Bills will get a new set of downs.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Now the offense lining up 1st and 10.
Watch left, watch left, watch left. Let's go.
And to give this time to the tailback. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short.
Really tough drive, but that run helped salvage something there, because now there's something positive that came out of it. They got to see good blocking, good push by the offensive line, wide receivers trying to get involved, a good run by the back, and now maybe it'll be a catalyst for them to look at going forward, watching it on tape. Maybe they can keep incorporating that type of a run into their offense.
Over the middle, complete. It's Larson. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. So here we go, 1st and 10 now.
Watch tight, tight is right. Watch tight, tight is right. Now let's go.
Now they try the right side here. And he's got this one down to the 10. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Back to throw here. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today it's track shoes, because that's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far, and fun to watch. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
And they're going to go soft on the corners. They'll run it now out of the gun. And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. So we have reached halftime here in the Thursday night opener, as we'll send you down to Orlando, where Larry Ridley has our EA Sports halftime report. Larry? So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Out come the Ravens now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. It's a 6-yard run, leaves him with about a foot or so here still to go to hit the marker with third down coming up. They'll run it now out of the gun. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. That good for 19 and a first down. And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. Off play action, it's Webb. And this one is incomplete. And now following the incomplete pass, we'll get a timeout here for an injured player. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. Second down following the incompletion. Throwing again. Webb steps away to his left. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Now Webb throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he loses the football a second time.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. If ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
Webb now from the gun. And it'll be intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
They'll start things on first with Torrey Cohen. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. 14 yards, and the Bills will get a new set of downs.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Watch it now, Barney! Detroit! Detroit! All right, now, look at 56.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. And he takes this one all the way across midfield into enemy territory down to the 40-yard line. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. Shift together here from the D-line. They'll look to throw now on first down. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
I know the initial focus was on how far that pass was downfield, but how about the coverage on the play? Able to stay with him, get his hands where the receiver's hands were going to try and catch the ball, tips it up in the air, and knocks it away.
Now let's go. All right, now look at 56. Good. All right,
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. The Bills passing game getting them down the field. They've got another first down.
Here we go. No. Check. Patriot. Go now.
Back to throw now on first down. Looking for the end zone. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on it at 2nd down.
Not too many missteps in the red zone thus far. He was going for his 5th touchdown pass. His man couldn't shake free there, but boy, you know he's going to take another shot before this one's over.
Yeah, exactly, because you know 3 is good, 4 is excellent. You get 5. That's a whale of a game. On 2nd down, they'll try and run the counter. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12. And here comes play number 6 on this drive.
Leopard. Here we go. Blue landed. Gone. Let's go. 3-19.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he carries this one all the way down to the 9. They're able to convert on. 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And from the 9-yard line now, it's 1st and goal.
Here we go. Green 39.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
If this was boxing, you think maybe they would have thought about stopping this one because this defense has been bruised, it's been battered, but this is why they keep the fight going, right? They just got done with a really nice play, showing that they still got a little bit left, don't they?
Haven't had many plays that they can clip, put in the film room, and smile about, but hey, there's one.
Clip and save.
Offense still needing 10 yards. 2nd down.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Set. Blue landed.
Again, it's Cohen. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Only a yard there, and that'll bring us to 3rd and goal.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness. Think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
Let's go.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game, and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, 3rd quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot. They have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
So he missed a field goal earlier, but he says not this time, and he's able to knock it through to give his guys 3.
And that's all you want as a kicker, a chance to redeem yourself. You got to have a short memory if you're going to survive at this level, and he's able to get back on track.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you've got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? And the Bills tackles are going to get him as he goes down. Reggie Ragland in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8.
Here we go.
On second down, Webb. Over the middle, it's complete. He's at the 50. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. And now a first down following that long gain.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Ravens with possession of the football, but trailing on the big board as we get set for the fourth. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Throwing on first down. Webb. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
The offense on third down tonight, they've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. They're looking at third in the nose of the football.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Webb to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. So we just witnessed touchdown number 1 for the Rook, and certainly that's a football he's going to want for the trophy case.
Yeah, this is one that you don't spike, right? This is one you don't throw to your teammate and let them celebrate. This is one you keep for yourself, take it over to the equipment staff and have them mark it up, put it away, and then you get it later on. And as you said, mount it in your trophy case. Fantastic. Hopefully the first of many.
And he will get into the end zone as a 2-point conversion is successful. And the lead is down to a field goal here in the fourth. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bag.
I don't know about that. Super toe.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
That one didn't quite make it to the target, but that's not always a function of the strength of the arm of the quarterback, is it? Sometimes there's just too much pressure there. In any case, the ball doesn't arrive.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. The screen pass here to Cohen. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. They get 7 there on the screen. It'll set up a third down. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit. But get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are. You know, make him make someone miss in the open field.
10 yards, good enough for a Buffalo first down. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on third worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12. They'll look to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And he is taken down deep in Baltimore territory. A big play here for the Bills. 44 yards. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve.
All right, here we go. Watch it now, Barney. Detroit!
Now the Georgia Southern man, this is Jerick McKinnon. And he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
And they give this time to the tailback. And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game. They're going to look to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. He loses 4, and it brings up 4th. And now the Raven defense going to call a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through, and that will double their lead as it's up to 6. So they get the 3 here, but you wonder whether that's going to be enough.
Yeah, I mean, you've now made it so they need a touchdown rather than a field goal to catch them. But you're right. If they'd gotten 6 out of that drive, this would be a much different game.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. That's complete. Bernard. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
Here we go now.
To throw on 2nd down, here's Webb. And that is incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down.
Green. Gone.
A play fake. Now Webb. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. He got out of bounds. That's a good thing, but still short of the first.
And now, since this brings up 4th down, the defensive play caller, grab your nerves, because now you don't want to be so ramped up that you give them a first down by getting out of your lanes, but you also don't want to just lay back and let them have it easily.
And he'll be out of bounds up near midfield at the 49. A big one there for the Ravens. It goes for 18.
Heady on that one, huh? Getting out of bounds before the 2-minute warning. They get an extra timeout, extra opportunity to move the ball downfield. Very smart football.
And they'll try to squeeze in one more play here before the 2-minute warning. Now a first down throw. Webb. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. To throw. He's got his man on the crossing route. That one goes for 24 yards. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
All right, now look at 56. Look at 56. What's in there, Barney?
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. They'll look to throw. The quick slant caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Now they can boot it through on the always important extra point, and then their defense has to hold up their end of the bargain.
And there's something that you've pointed out in numerous games that we've worked. Okay, the excitement's going on. Everyone's celebrating over there. Who's calling up the defense to make sure they're focused, because they still have some work to do?
Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bills offense coming out, ready to take over. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
Yeah, they practice this all the time,
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect. Back to throw. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down. He has had a great game defensively. He's been east-west, north-south, everywhere.
Yeah, and I love how you described that, because to be a great defender, you have to be able to move up and back, sideline to sideline, and he's been fantastic. Reminds me of a young Charles Davis when he was playing Madden.
Absolutely. Oh, wow. I thought you were going to go on the field, but okay, I see you. He'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Tony Jefferson.
And that one, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to come up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw, and it'll wind up being intercepted.
So the D-line's going to spread out. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's brought down. So the offense has it 1st and 10. And to give this time to the tailback. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
Now a handoff as they run left side. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
And that touchdown puts them up 7. But now's when the fun begins, partner, because if you go ahead and kick the extra point, it's still a one-possession game. Go for 2, you might put it out of reach.
Yeah, a little decision to be made. And they'll get set here looking for the 2-point conversion. Now whistles here, and I think the offense has just used their 3rd and final timeout of this 2nd half. They have. And they will line up now for the 2-point try. Out of the gun, it's Webb. His pass caught at the 4. And he will get into the end zone again. And he seems to have a nose for it as he gets both the touchdown and the 2-point conversion. Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Bills' offense now, they get set to head back onto the field. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back, and then score again. But they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly. Then they'll take it from there.
Throwing left side here, and it's complete. A very solid gain of 27. Well, he flew past 200, 300, 400 yards. Now he's over 450 yards passing on the day.
So what you're saying is oxygen for everyone catching the ball and trying to defend?
Yeah, especially those guys trying to defend right now.
No doubt. They've got to be a confused group because they haven't been able to defend him very well at all.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off here by Jimmy Smith, and they will take over at the 26-yard line. Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.
Well, my friend, for the players, it's good for them to get that first game under their belts. For you and I, that first Thursday night game, also good for us to get that under our belts, wasn't it?
It was no longer preseason. We were into the regular season, the first game of the year. And, you know, all eyes were watching this one. Everyone was excited that football was back.
And it's just special. You could just feel it. It's so good to have the pigskin back out there. It'll be crisp fall weather before we know it.
You got that right, but I love the build-up to it, right? All day long anticipating it, and then we got here and we saw a game, the first game of the year. Let's keep going.
So for the Ravens, they start the season with a great win on the road here in the Thursday opener. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week where they take on the Washington Redskins. Meanwhile, for Buffalo, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they will get a home date next week against the Los Angeles Chargers. So that'll do it. For my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry, I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. Good night, everybody.